On Monday evening, Alina Habba, who, by the way, was recently, I guess you would say, demoted from Donald Trump's legal defense team, and instead they moved her over to his Super PAC, where she now serves as a spokesperson / possibly legal counsel, if they have any disputes regarding parking garages, because that is Alina Habba's area of legal expertise. But either way, she's off the legal team. She's now a spokesperson for the Super PAC and the Trump campaign by default. So on Monday evening, after the story broke about Bernie Kerik cooperating with the feds, she did what any good spokesperson would do, and she went on Newsmax and tried to explain it away and act like it was no big deal. The problem is, Alina Habba is not good at this. And even when asked by a friendly host who happened to, by the way, be Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz, who for some reason was filling in on Newsmax for the regular host. So we have a sitting congressman on the Republican side who loves Donald Trump interviewing a Trump Super PAC spokesperson / pseudo lawyer. It says, hey, what do you make of this, right? We got Bernie Carrick cooperating now, thousands of pages of documents in the hands of the DOJ. Alina, what's your take? Well, Alina Habba, when it was thrown to her, immediately fell flat on her face. She said, well, she can't get into specifics. And then she said, they come out with this for a reason, and everything is done in specific timing. Headlines are done for election interference. They say, look at all the shiny ball, guys. Don't look over here. We don't want you to see it. We want to give you another headline. And she is, of course, referring to Hunter Biden, because they then went into a conversation about Hunter Biden. So she's like, this is all a big distraction, so they don't talk about Hunter Biden, and instead they focus on Donald Trump. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just put this out in the ether. All of the so-called witnesses that Republicans have brought against Hunter Biden have proven to either be complete and total liars, some of them paid by Donald Trump's friends, or the others have turned out to possibly be criminals that are now facing jail time. So not exactly the most reputable group of people there you got, Alina. But sure, if you want to say that talking about the fact that a former Trump ally has now agreed to cooperate, that's the distraction, kind of seems like you were trying to distract people with the Hunter Biden story from the big story about the guy that you used to represent. You're acting like, no, they're deflecting. You're deflecting. And as I said, you're not good at it. So let me explain to you something really quick here. Alina Habba is a lawyer. She did go to law school. She graduated from law school. She has passed the bar. So as a lawyer, here is how she should have responded to that question. So let's do it. I'm going to do a little role playing here. Matt Gaetz asks me, Farron, what do you make of this Bernie Carrick cooperating thing? And then I say, well, Matt, as you know, I was on Donald Trump's legal defense team. So obviously there are things that I cannot get in detail with, attorney-client privilege, things like that. So I cannot speak to certain aspects of this case. But what I can tell you, because this is publicly known, is that Mr. Carrick was sent around this country to find the voter fraud. President Trump was adamant that voter fraud had occurred. So Mr. Carrick, working through Rudy Giuliani, because that's also publicly known, went out there to gather the evidence. He was documenting things. He was compiling these lists and all this wonderful information for us. So if the DOJ wants to get their hands on that, we're perfectly fine with it. If anything, this bolsters Donald Trump's case that he did nothing wrong, that he was out there actively looking for the fraud. And hopefully the information that Carrick gives them will prove the things that my client has been saying are 100% correct. That's how you respond to that question. As a lawyer, as a spokesperson, that is how you answer that question. And I despise the guy, right? I'm not actually trying to defend Donald Trump. But if I were in that position, if I had been paid money, if I'm paid a salary to do a job, that is the job that should have been done, Alina. That is how you handle that question. And I just came up with that on the spot. You actually had time to prep and you fell. Right down on your face. What about Kerik? Well, Hunter Biden. Brr, 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 brr. You're terrible at this. I don't know why Donald Trump kept you on his staff at all. You are not good at this. You are not a good public speaker. You are not a good defender. You are not good at trying to diplomatically explain things away. Honest to God, it's not that hard. But for somebody like Alina Habba, who again recently got booted off the Trump defense team, clearly trying to make your client look good is not something that she is good at. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.